Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. That's right, it's Wednesday, new album release day. Well, these albums haven't necessarily come out today, but we're doing the reviews here on the channel because that's what we do. We review new products each and every Wednesday. We've got a lot of them for you here today. This latest one is a debut album from this new project, band, configuration, whatever you want to call them, put together by none other than Jim Matheos from Fate's Warning. The band is called Kings of Mercia. Self-titled debut on Metal Blade Records. All right. Of course, those of you might remember, we also had a new project from a member and former member of Fate's Warning recently, A to Z or A to Z, featuring Mark Zonder and Ray Alder, right? So here we've got, shortly on its heels, Kings of Mercia from Jim Matheos and company. I'll talk, and also we have two Fate's Warning guys in this band as well, because we've got none other than bassist Joey Vera. Drew a blank there for a second. On drums, the great Simon Phillips. No stranger to like melodic rock and metal, right? He spent many, many years in Toto. And then a guy who knows a lot about melodic rock, Steve Overland from the band FM. And no, I'm not talking about the Canadian prog band FM. I'm talking about the long-standing UK melodic rock band FM. So kind of an interesting combination that on paper kind of sounds a little bizarre, right? You got Matheos and Vera, that I get. You've got Simon Phillips, okay? I wouldn't have thought Simon Phillips working with Jim Matheos and Joey Vera, Fate's Warning, would have, ever happened, but it does. And then you put Mr. Overland on top. You got an interesting combination here. So you're probably asking people, does it sound at all like Fate's Warning? Nah, not really. Not really. Obviously you have the Vera and Matheos combination there, which gives, the on the riffing department, you can hear some similarities. But I think that Jim really wanted to do something different than Fate's Warning, so this music is much, much more accessible. It's definitely not prog metal at all. Melodic metal and melodic rock? Yeah, sure, certainly. Catchy hooks and things? Certainly. Lots of big riffs and some tasty guitar solos? Absolutely. Some great Simon Phillips drumming that holds it all together? Absolutely. More importantly, Mr. Overland's vocals are absolutely incredible on here. I've listened to a little bit of FM over the years, but, and I've always thought that Steve Overland was a really good singer. He sounds great on this project. Really good. In fact, for my money, he's the MVP of Kings of Mercia. Kind of a strange name, but some really good songs on here. That kind of, Wrecking Ball and Humankind, which kick off the album, really, really strong. Wrecking Ball is great. Got great hooks, great chorus. It's pretty heavy, fast driving. Humankind, check out the lyrics. Have a lot to do with some things that are going on here in the world last few years. They have a cool video as well you can go and check out. What else? Sweet Revenge, another really good song. The couple, maybe one or two little kind of ballad songs on here, but they're not overly mushy and whatnot. But I would think most of this album qualifies as kind of big hard rockin' anthems type of thing, right? Like I mentioned, Sweet Revenge, another good rockin' song. Set the World on Fire. It's got a very addicting chorus. I like it quite a bit. Very, very memorable. Liberate Me. It's another one of the faster paced, numbers. Some really good kind of snarling riffs from Matheos, which I like quite a bit. But man, you also, you have Nowhere Man, another really good song. So much good on here. What else? Everyday Angels. That's all Overland. He's amazing on that. You got Is It Right and Your Life, also really, really good songs. Too Far Gone's another memorable one. I think for me, if I was to recommend a handful of songs for you guys to go check out first, I would definitely check out Wrecking Ball, Humankind, Sweet Revenge, and maybe Liberate Me. I don't know, but Set the World on Fire is really good too. So is Nowhere Man. Any of those songs I would go check out, see what you think. It's really good. Really, really well produced. I guess now, it begs the question, because we already know, I think I've told you guys before, basically, Fate's Warning as a band, as a recording band, possibly even as a touring band. Basically, that's it for them. If you haven't read Jeff Wagner's great new Fates Warning biography that came out just a few months ago, I mean, basically, and he worked with the band on this book. They basically have stated that they're pretty much done. There'll be no more albums from Fates Warning. They would have liked to have done like a farewell tour, but COVID kind of fucked all that up. So whether we ever get that or not, I don't know. So now you've got, Alder and Zonder working and, releasing the A to Z album, which I think is really, really good. Quite frankly, I think the A to Z album sounds a little bit more like Fates Warning than this does, but that's because of Ray's, being the vocalist in that band. And now you have Kings of Mercia. So and Jim has worked on a lot of different projects over the years. So I don't know whether this band or A to Z are actually going to be long-term commitments from these guys at all. Who knows? Or whether going forward they're just going to all work on different projects and things. Maybe they don't want to do a permanent band anymore. I have no idea. So I guess time will tell. But I will say this is very enjoyable. I like this more than I thought. Originally, I was kind of like, I'm not sure if I'm going to dig this or not. Because, it's hard when you've been listening to Fates Warning or any band since the beginning. And then, the band kind of goes away and members go off and do other projects. And, you want to really support them, but you kind of want that the sound and flavor of the band that you've loved for so long. And I will say neither of these two bands or projects are sound exactly like Fates Warning. There are similarities for sure. But I think that, I like melodic rock and melodic metal, right? So this, to me, is really enjoyable. So I'm going to give this a very, very solid 4 out of 5 stars. Kings of Mercia, self-titled debut from Jim Matheos and company. Really good. Really good. Fun songs, catchy songs. Yeah, it's not progressive. It's not, I wouldn't even really call much of this metal, but just really good, muscular, melodic rock. And, maybe some of it could be called very melodic metal, I guess. But lots of big riffs. Jim's a really good lead player too. It's amazing how he, over the course of the career in Fates Warning, he's always had like another guy in the band who was technically the lead player, even though he does play some leads on a lot of the Fates Warning albums. But here, when you get to hear him like all on his own, you're like, he's really damn good and a really good riff maker, of course. Simon Phillips is amazing, but to me, and Joey, of course, is always great. But to me, this album is extra special because I think Steve Overland's vocals are just outstanding on here. Really, guy's such a good singer. Doesn't really sound like anybody else. Got a very unique style all his own. So yeah, Kings of Mercia, 4 out of 5 stars. Check it out. Metal Blade Records. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. All together, all the damn time. If you haven't heard it, go out and listen to it. Let us know what you think. If you've already checked this out, give us your opinion on the album down below. So thanks for watching, everybody. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Click on that notification bell too, so you get alerted of all of our content as it posts here on the channel. And please hit that like button before you leave. It's very, very important. And if you'd like to make a channel donation, the link is below to our Ko-Fi page. We've also got the link below to our merch page where we're selling all sorts of really cool Sea Tranquility stuff. Tons of different types of t-shirts, hats, and hoodies and things. So go check that out. And we'll see you here with more stuff. I hope to at least get you the new Queensryche today. So, and then the rest I'll probably save for next week. We got new Dead Daisies, Alice Cooper live from the AstroTurf, Venom Inc., Steve Hackett, Van den Plas and Pelletieri, Arthur Brown, Godly and Cream. Tedeschi Trucks Band, all sorts of new stuff. I got the new Clutch. We already did the Clutch today, Pete. I got the new the Cult. Clutch, the Cult, all these C bands, right? New Cult is coming in too. I should have that in a couple of days, so that'll be here. You'll post it on the website or on the channel here in the next couple of weeks as well. So thanks for watching, everybody. I am Pete Pardo. We'll see you real soon here. Bye-bye.